You are now ready to enter the cave of bad dreams.
What shall we do now, lad?
Take,
Hi, Krasowski!
chop his legs off, give him skeleton arms, and an gnarly eye, and decorate him with a purple top hat, and you have the nightmare fuel for any 90s kid, Jano. Oh, and he sounds like this. Well, this on PS1.
You ran all those risks for a friend? Your folly amuses me.
Please, not terrifying. Trying something new this time. It's spooky month, so I'm going to make Jano from Rayman 2 out of clay. I created a ball out of aluminium foil as support and laid sheets of clay on top of it. I'm not being too precise, just wanting the foil covered entirely. I cut away a mouth shape for the mouth and rolled this tool all over the clay to give the next layer of clay something to bite onto. Once dried, I used a pair of pliers to remove all the foil from within the ball. There was some structural damage, but nothing the next layer of clay wouldn't be able to fix anyway. I carved away a space for the eye socket, smoothing out the edges, and moulded an eyeball and put it into position. Using a ball stylus, I added texture to the skin and pierced holes where the teeth and armature wire would need to go later. I used isopropyl alcohol and a brush to remove any fingerprints on the clay. After a day of air drying, there was some noticeable cracks, but these could be filled with wall filler. I then made a range of various sized tiny teeth and left them to dry. For the top hat, a squashed disc and a chunk of aluminium foil with thin layers of clay pressed and smoothed into the iconic shape, and the mounting hole underneath. Jano's looking a bit too much like Pleakley at this point.
I have just determined this situation to be far too hazardous!
So let's add some paint. A dark green base coat for his head? Body? I don't know. His dome, and a flashy pink for the inside of the mouth, and an obvious white for the teeth and eye. A nasty pinkish edge as well to the edges of the eye and inside the mouth again for colour variety. Next, a light sponge dabbing of light green to break up the dark green monotony, and a bold purple for the top hat. Before adding the gold, I firstly marked out the shapes in white to avoid painting 1,000 coats of gold paint. I then touched up my impatient painting around the eye and dry brushed a very light green on top of the skin to bring out the lost textures. I added a myriad of different reds, oranges and yellows to the eye, creating a radial gradient inward, and added the big iris slit. I then realised I had not made the arms yet, so took a long strand of thin armature wire and wound it together using a drill for extra support. I created the general arm and hand shape and slapped a whole load of clay on top, making sure not to make the arms too heavy. Whilst they were air drying, I glued the teeth in place and did some final eye detailing, including
resin.
This resin is okay, because it requires no mixing, it's easy to apply, and it hardens really quickly under a UV light. With the eye all slimy looking, I thought the teeth could use a similar treatment. I gave them a stained dark wash because they were looking a bit too bright, and using a fabric glue, added some saliva strands as well. With the hands now dried, I gave them a bony colour and attached them to Jano, praying they would hold up on their own, at least long enough to do the beauty shots. Lastly, I added a black marker-soaked piece of ribbon to the hat, and I think that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. I really wanted to make something from scratch, and why not make a scary ball from a 26-year-old game? Tell me what you think, and let me know if you have anything you want me to make from scratch. See you on Halloween!